Yes. Hi, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. I hope I'm audible to all. Can you please just confirm? Hi, everyone. A very good evening. Good evening, Nishan. Good evening, Ayush. Good evening, Samiksha. Good evening, Vishal, Rayana, Janvi, Madhav, Manav, Arushi, Rajesh, Kaushik. I hope, guys, I'm audible to you. Okay, that's perfect. Great. So, welcome back again. I hope all of you are doing well. All of you are good. So, in this class, yes, we'll be talking about one of the other library of this Python that we have to work upon. That we'll be talking about is Tkinter, right? Okay. So this is one of the another library in the Python which is used for the purpose of a standard graphical user interface, and it allows you to create the windows, dialog box, buttons, labels, and many different like elements that are available to us. We'll talk about this one by one and talking about how to work on that, how to use it, how to import it, and then we'll move forward with respect to creating one login form with the help of this also, right? But for that, before we reach to the login page, we need to learn few things that we are going to learn it over the 2 days. And on the third day, that Friday we are having, yes, uh, we are going to implement this learning in the form of a application to take the input from the user in the form of login page. That's what we are going to make, right? Okay. So this is what we are going to do in these 3 sessions which are left, right? And before we start with the session, I would like to share uh, like one Google form link with you guys, which consists of the quiz in the form of quiz, which are available to us. Okay, so we are going to first, you guys are going to complete the quiz first, and then we'll move forward with the topic that we have to do, right? So just give me 1 second to share the links with all of you so that we can work on them, and then we can move forward. Okay. So just give me 1 second. I'll just take 1 minute to share that link so that we'll move forward. Okay. Yeah. So just give me 1 second. I'm not able to open the link. Let me send the email for the same. Yeah. Okay. So I'm sharing the link in the chat, and I want all of you to please confirm. Have you received the link in the chat or not? Good evening, Kaushik. Good evening, Vishal. Can you please just confirm? Have you received the quiz link? Can you please confirm? Have you received the quiz link, all of you? Yes, everyone. Can you please just confirm? Can you please confirm? Am I audible to you guys? Vishal, Kaushik, Ayush, Nishant, you have received the link? Okay. I want first to complete this quiz one, then I'm going to give you another quiz which was pending because in the last 2 classes we have not had any kind of quiz. So I'm going to give that and then we'll move forward with the topic, right? Okay. Once you complete this, just please let me know also, okay, that you are done. Once you're done with the quiz, just let me know so that I share the second quiz and then we can move forward. Okay, good evening, Vikas. Okay, Mukul, that's good. Those who are done with the quiz one, you can give the quiz two also. I've shared the link with you guys. I hope you got that second link also. Once you are done with this, just please let me know. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So I've shared the link of two quiz. I request all of you to please complete both the quiz and then we'll move forward. So this is the link of quiz one and this is the link of quiz two. Okay, good Vikas. That's really good. Shall we move forward, everyone? I hope that you'll give this quiz. Shall we move forward? Yes, all the participants in the class. Adarsh, Arushi, Ayush, Abe, Bandana. Shall we move forward, guys? And all the participants who are present in the class. Can you please just confirm it's done? Last quiz questions were difficult. Okay. Okay, we'll discuss it, Mukul, in the next class. Okay, don't worry. Right. That will also test your knowledge, right? Don't worry. Okay, we'll discuss. Shall we move forward? Okay, great, done. Right, perfect. So again, welcome back to all of you, those who have joined late also. So let me just make the things clear to you guys. That what we are going to cover in this class, we are going to talk about one of the other library in the Python that we are having. That is the Tkinter, right? So in this class, we'll be basically talking about what is Tkinter and we'll also implement that. I hope, can you just please confirm with me? Do you have Python installed? Do you have Python installed? Ideally, Python installed. Yes, on your system currently. Can you please just confirm that Python is installed on your system? I just want this ideally shell. Ideally, okay, that's perfect. Great, Mukul. What about others? Other 24 participants? Yes, I hope Python is installed. I hope that we can take a new file and we can run that file also, right? If I'm not wrong, okay? I hope this is available with all the participants in the class. Perfect, that's great. So this is what I want and for the things to run. So let me just first of all cover few of the basic things in the class and then we'll move forward with respect to implementation wise that how we do in it in this. How we do implement that also in Python. So this is what we are talking about is the Tkinter, right? And more importantly, why we are talking about this Tkinter? This is another library which is we are using for the purpose of building a graphical user interface. We call it as GUI. So GUI, when I say that, what is GUI? It is a GUI is a Arushi, you can download the Python and you can install it, or you can do after the class also. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we need the Python to run it, right? Because we are expected to run this and get a like a similar kind of windows. So I just want you to please do that. Okay. So this when we talk about this GUI, this is a graphical user interface that is, we can say, using which is used for the purpose of building the desktop applications, which help definitely the users to interact with the computer system, right? Because in order to interact with the computers, we need some apps, and specifically I'll talk about desktop apps, which I'm talking about, right? It can be like, you see the text editors, you see the calculator, you see the different apps, browsers are there, games are there. So they are all this part of the graphical user interface, which is nothing a desktop app, which helps you to interact with the computers. Okay. That's what basically we need. That's what basically GUI is. Okay. Why we need GUI? Yes. I hope you know from the command. Do you know I hope you might have run few of the commands from your we'll say the command prompt, right? Which is available on your desktop. I hope you know that from there you can make a folder, you can like run the files, you can create the files from there also, right? You can change the directory. So command line, the command prompt was there in order to write the commands and then implement. But every time what is happening that, yes, it was giving me a platform to interact with, but we were looking for a type of a user interface which helps the user to interact with the electronic devices through graphical icons. Okay. With the command prompt, so we can command line or command prompt, which we are having. With that, we can write the commands and then we'll be able to create the file, right? Okay. If I'm not wrong. So let me show that also to you guys, that what I'm specifically talking about. Okay. Like you see here, this is the command prompt, right? I hope you can understand that. From there also, yes, we can run the various commands and we can make our system work from there also, right? But again, the point is, as far as this is concerned, I need to remember many things, right? Okay. Like if I want to check the Python version, yes, I'm using this command. Okay. Right. So this makes the thing, it's okay. But yeah, we are looking for some kind sort of the applications through which we can assess all these things using mm, the various graphical icons which are there. This is why we need that graphical user interface, and we need those mm, desktop apps that we are talking about, right? This is the reason that we need GUI. Okay, this is the reason we need graphical user interface. Okay, so there are different libraries which are available for this, like WX Python, Tkinter is the with that. Yes, we are going to learn about Tkinter, that what sort of things that we require in order to implement that and all those things, right? So Tkinter is the Python interface uh, that is used to the TK GUI toolkit shipped with the Python. Okay, there are other there are other options are also there in order to work with the graphical user interface. Like WX Python is there, PyQt is there, JPython is there, right? But this is very easy to work with that. And yes, there are many more options which are available to us, but more specifically, I'm talking about desktop apps. And for that, in order to work or build it with, yes, graphical user interface there. And this is the library on which we are going to work upon Tkinter program, right? So this is a standard default GUI library, which is available for us in the Python. It is based on the TK toolkit, right? I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Can you please just confirm once? I hope the screen is visible and I'm clearly audible to all the participants in the class also, right? Perfect, great. So this is one of the standard library for graphical user interface available to us in the Python, and it is based upon TK toolkit. It was originally designed for the tool command language. We call it as TCL, but due to the TK popularity, it has been ported to a variety of other scripting languages, right? Okay, like Python, we say Python is a scripting language, right? because that is being used for the purpose of building the software also and web applications also, right? Okay. Including this, we have Perl, Ruby, and Python. Okay. They are also being considered to the scripting, the part of this languages, right? But due to this TK popularity, it has been ported to the scripting language regarding known as, right? Because it is popular open source scripting GUI widget set, and it was developed by the John Outerhouse Outsterhout, right? In the year 90s. So Python, when combined with the Tkinter, provides a very fast and easy way to create the GUI applications. It is also recognized as cross-platform. That means once you make it program, next you can run it on any platform, right? And more importantly, it's very small. It has 25 basic widgets which are available to us in order to work with that. Talking about labels, buttons. There's so many things which are there that can help us, and very easy to work with that. And Python, when combined with this, yes, it provides a very fast, easy way to create GUI applications which are there, right? This is why this is more being used and more popular. So what are the things that we need to keep in mind? Yes, in order to create a GUI using Tkinter, yes, this is the process that we need to follow. If you can see it on my screen, the very first thing that we have to do, we have to is import the Tkinter module. Okay, this is the first step that we have to follow. Then we create the GUI application main window. Then we have to create a main window, right? Because we need that window where we want to display the entire data, right? Yes, we can resize its window size or the frame. We say the uh, we require as per our application. Yes, the things are available to us to adjust also, right? So we need to import it. We need to create the main window. Then we need to add widgets. That can be labels, that can be a box, that can be buttons. So many things are there. And then you enter the main event loop, which is there, right? So this is how we need to follow the steps whenever we have to create a graphical user interface using Tkinter. I'll help you in understanding that also. I'm just giving you a bit knowledge, first of all, that how the things need to be approached, and then we'll implement that also. That's why I first ask you, do you have the Python application installed on your system or not? So we are going to import it. We are going to create it. We are going to add widgets. And then we are going to enter the main event loop, right? So this is the process that we are going to follow. Okay, everyone. I hope that I'm clear to you guys, and I hope that I'm clearly audible, visible. The screen is visible and you are able to understand. So we are basically talking about this programming, which is a part of the Python and used for the purpose of building the GUI applications with very fast and easy way, right? And one important thing, it is open source. You know why open source? Because everyone can use it, right? Okay, this is available. We just download, install, and import it, and just we can use it, right? Similar way to we have done pandas, numpys, matplotlib. Yes, it is also one of the very popular open source for the purpose of building the graphical user interface. And these are the steps that we follow. We import it, we create the window main application, and then we add the widgets, and then we enter the main loop event, right? This is the process that we follow in order to make the things work right like that. So this is the approach that we need to follow. And this is one example that you are able to see the big picture, that a GUI live in at least one graphical window. And here you see this kind of box that is from TK tool, which is available to us, and it has currently no widgets. It's just an empty window which is available, and this window is known as the root window to us. It usually only one root window per application, right? It usually have only one root window per application, that the main window that you will be able to see here, right? Okay. But again, the point is how we are going to create that empty graphical window. We need to first import it, right? As I already mentioned in the previous slide, before creating the GUI application main window, you have to first import the module. Once you import the module, then you will be able to create it. But again, no widgets that we are supposed to do, right? So how to create a first window? Yes. So we are going to import the Tkinter. Then we are going to call the inbuilt function which is available to us. This is the function tk that we use in order to create an empty window. So once we import it, once we create it, and then we enter the main loop. I hope it is making sense to you guys, whatever I mentioned in the last slide, okay? Because I do not want to add the widgets, that's why we have skipped this step, okay? So we import it, we create it, we create the GUI application main window, and we enter the main loop event, right? Okay. Yes, you can add widgets that we are going to learn it one by one. But to this class, we are talking about very basic things that we need to understand so that we can create our first window using this main loop, right? And creating the first window, yes, we have to do the steps as mentioned. We have to import this module, and this is the method that we have to use. So this is the like setup. This is setting up the application object by calling this function, inbuilt function, right? This will create a top level root window having a frame with title bar, control box, close buttons, and a client area to hold other widgets. But currently we are not holding any widgets in that. That's why I'm just calling this tk method, and it will, sorry, it will create a uh, empty window to us, right? You want to add widgets? Yes, we will talk about that. And once it is done, yes, we are supposed to enter the main loop, right? As mentioned. So the application object then enters an event listening loop, right? By calling the main loop method, and this application is now constantly waiting for any event to be generated on the elements. And the event could be any text that I want to enter, any button I am supposed to make, any press, any drop downs, radio buttons, anything that we want to do, right? So by going into this main loop, that means my object, the application object, is going to enter in an event listening loop by calling this method. So it is constantly waiting for any event generated on this. And that's what we are supposed to do, right? So these are the steps that we need to follow in order to create a first window. Is it okay? And if we like to write anything, changing the window size or writing any title on our empty window, yes, we can use root.title function. And with that, we insert the data here with which it will be available to us on the title of that window. And if I want to change the window size, yes, we have this method geometry with which we can redefine the size, the width, height, and coordinates of the top left corner of our frame. So we give this width, height, x coordinate, x position, y position with that geometry function, and yes, then we'll make it work. So these are the things that we add. So this is the basic, very basic of this programming with which we need to learn how to create an empty window and how we can add title and change the window size as per our requirement. So let's try to implement that also so that we can understand it very clearly, that how we need to work on that. So for this, I would like to request all of you to please open your IDLE, right? Can you please just confirm with me? So I want all of you to do what? I want all of you to please open your IDLE, the Python. I want you to open your shell. Then I want you to click on this file, and I want you to click on new file. Okay. What I'm expecting you guys to open your IDLE. Once you open that, you click on the file and take a new file. So once you take this new file, I hope you'll be able to get this empty file. Can you please just confirm it with me? Okay, that's fine. Apart from Mukul, I want a response from other 27 participants in the class. Abhay, Vishal, Vikas, Srishti, Tanu, Teja, Rajesh, Rihanna, Samiksha, Nitesh, Nishant, Manav, Langsom, Kaushik, Janvi, Harshita, Gaurav, Dipanshu, Desaman, Vandana, Arushi, Ayush. Can you please confirm, guys? Okay, that's perfect. Perfect. So this is, I hope you have opened the ideally shell. And with that, I request you to create a new file. And once you create this new file, you can save it also. So I'm just saving it with the name second. And these files will be .py files. So Python is to be selected, right? Okay. So I'm just saving it. You can save it in any folder. That is the only thing which we are supposed to do. You are supposed to save it and you are supposed to save it anywhere. Right? So I told you the very first thing I need to do is to import it, right? You want to install it? Yes, you can install it also with your package manager. But the Tkinter comes pre-installed with the Python. So you need not to do extra installation with that. You can check it if it is there or not. How? I just want you to import this Tkinter again as a variable like we were doing in pandas, import pandas as PD, import numpy as NP. Similar way, I'm just doing here the same process, import right Tkinter as TK. Okay, this is the same process I'm following here. So I want to first check the version of this which is available. This is why I'm just calling my method print method and I'm calling it on tk dot tk version, right? This is what I want. So I want to print the version of my Tkinter currently that we are having. So this is why I've written those lines. I hope this is visible to you guys, right? Clearly. So I've imported Tkinter as this variable as keyword tk. And with the help of tk, I'm calling this tk version so that we'll be able to call out the current version. Sorry, V here is capital, okay? So that we can call here the version of the Tkinter that is currently available. So in order to make it work, I'll click on run and I'll run the module. Once I run the module, you'll be able to see here that it will show you the environment. It will show you the current version on your. It will show you the current version on your ideally shell. I hope you are able to see. It's 8.6. Is it same for others also? So what I've done is I've used tk version, right? I hope you are able to see it. Yes, I can do it line by line also, but I'm just using my like ideally interface here in which I'm just writing my code at once and then I'm just running all the entire program in just one go. So that will be able to see. So can you just please mention it? Are you able to see? Are you able to run? Are you able to see the version as 8.6, all of you? Is it fine? Is it easily understandable? I'm just importing this library and I'm just printing out the current version of Tkinter, which is there installed on my system. This is what I'm doing and I have done till now. Very good. That's very good. So then let's move forward towards creating a basic Tkinter window. Okay. This is what we have done to check the current version. And now we are just running to do what? We are just moving forward to create a basic Tkinter empty window, right? With title. Okay. This is what we want to do. Okay. So for that, yes, this is already there. That library you can import. I'm just making this as comment. Okay. Hash I'm using to make any statement as a comment. Okay, everyone. Right. So I just don't want to print any kind of version now. So I'm just going to create a main window. Okay. So in order to create a window, I hope you remember with the keyword, I'm just going to call the method tk, right? I hope you remember, right? So this is same the variable keyword with which I have imported my library. Okay, this has to be same. I cannot change it, right? If I'm using here RT, I have to use RT here. Okay, this is just a keyword that I'm using. It is because I'm imported my library as the keyword, I'm using the same keyword, right? And this is my main method, which I'm calling T, and that is small k, right? And I'm going to store it in assign it to a variable. And the variable name is root, or you can take again any variable name. It's not a compulsion, right? Then with the help of same variable, I'm going to call a method title in order to print a title, right? Like welcome to the first session of interprogramming, right? Okay, we're just using that. Okay, we are using Python. We are not supposed to give any semicolon. I think it's not required. Is it okay? And I'm also using one of the other function, geometry, right? I'm going to use another function, geometry, right? With giving the size that I want to give for the window. I want to set it 500 by 400. This is what I'm doing it in the first go. Rest you can decide. Okay. And then once we are done with this, with the same root, the variable that I've defined, I'm going to enter the main loop, right? Okay. This is what I'm going to do. So we are going to run the application with this method main loop. So I'm here to create a basic Tkinter empty window, and with the title and this size of this, which is available to us. And this is I'm using to enter the main loop. So what I need to do, I need to just run my module now, and we are saving that. Okay, it has got me an error. Let me check why. No, I don't think so. It has got me error. Okay, I think there's some mistake with the spelling. Just let me check. Geometry. That's my mistake. Okay, so I'm going to run it again. And once I'm going to run it again, I hope you can see my screen. Is it visible to you guys? Can you see that? Can you see this? This window, an empty window has uh, come there. So this is what I've used. I've used root tk. This is the title we have used. Mukul, can you please just check your spellings once? Mukul, this is the code that you have to use. Mukul Raj, okay. I'm pasting in the chat. You can take the help from here. Kindly just check name of all the methods that you are using once, and then check. So once I'm done with this, I've used this to create an empty window. This is for title. This is for the size. This is to run the application. Yeah. Mukul, can you please just copy my code once? Can you please just check? Can you please check the spelling once? So same code I'm writing. I'm going to run that module, and you see a new pop-up window comes on my screen, right? This is what we are supposed to do, and we have done it. Yes, can you show me can you show me your implementation, Mukul or Manav? Yes, I have given you the rights. Can you just please share your screen with me so that I can check. Okay, Mukul, can you please just show it to me? Can I please check your code once? Okay, Manav. Manav, can you please open? Can you do it once, guys? Okay, I can see Mukul's screen. Mukul, TK, geometry. Mukul, why you are using like here is I just want to mention here is that like why you are using this, you're using multiply, right? If I'm not wrong, I hope you're not using star, na? Yeah, it's the same. Acha, okay, you have put in double quotes, it's fine. Uh, can you please just comment this line, second line, print wala? Can you just comment this line? Yes. Can you please put hash, not star or any, you need to push hash, put hash. No, I think you're using, okay, yes. Then root TK, root title, okay, root geometry, root dot menu. Okay, can you run this again now, Mukul? Yeah, I think it's okay now. But bad geometry specifier is saying, okay. Okay, I think let me check. Apart from this, there is no error, I think. Uh, it's running properly fine. Okay. It just might be a warning some which has came. I hope it is fine. Is it okay? Understandable? Manav, with you also it is working? Okay, it is running. That is the first and important thing that it should run. Is it okay for all of you? Is it understandable till now, guys? Is it okay for all of you? Is it easy to understand? I hope I've given you a basic introduction. I've given to how to import this and how to create a empty window with the title and the size. Is it understandable to all the participants? Manav, it's not understandable. Yes, Manav. Can you please tell me what is the concern? Not working? Yeah, please share your screen. Na? That's why I'm saying it to you. Manav, please share your screen. Can you please show me the code? Show me the code. Where is your code? Where you have written the code, Manav? I'm not able to see your screen or the screen on which you are running your Python code. I'm just able to see your Zoom workplace. That's all. I request you to please, Manav, can you please open the Python application? Mm. Yes, Manav, please. I was able to see it now. Can you please share your screen again? Yeah, Manav, it's a humble request if you can share your screen once again. And show me the screen of your visual code. Yes. Main loop, geometry. Okay. Root dot title, TK that you are using. Okay. So what it is giving? Okay. Can you delete this root dot geometry? And apart from this, can you run your other lines? Yeah. Is it running now? Yeah. Okay. I'll check with this once, right? Let me just check with this function. I think apart from this, so it is working fine. Is it okay with others also present in the classroom? Is it okay with everyone? Okay, perfect. That's great. So now with that, we have just learned how to import it and how to create a basic window, right? Now, what we need to do to add different widgets, like I mentioned that different widgets like labels, buttons, text box, frames that we are having, right? How to do that, how to add that. So let's try to do that. And I'm going to write it before this main loop, right? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a label. Okay, right? In my window, I'm talking about, okay, not anywhere else. In that window, the Kinta window that we have created, right? So I'm going to use the same keyword, right? TK dot, and I'm going to call a method here with the name labels, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call here is label with L capital. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. In that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass my variable name root as a first parameter. And then I'm going to pass here what is the text I want to show in that label, right? Okay, let's suppose I want you to show here is hello, mm, welcome. All right. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to show. Let's pause. So what I'm using here is I'm uh, adding this as like this label here. Okay, and with the same keyword, I'm just calling here is the label method, and in that the first parameter I'm passing here is my root, which is the variable for creating the window, because in that I would like to create add here is this label inside this window. That's why I'm just passing this root where I want to show this label, and this is the text because this is the label I want to show inside that window, right? This is the label. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do is I'm going to assign this entire code to a variable, and variable name I'm keeping it as label just for more clarity, right? Not for any kind of confusion. I'm just keeping the same name. And then I'm going to do is what label, and I'm going to use one method here is pack. Okay, now why I'm using pack here is to pack the widget into the window. I'm using here to pack the widget into the window. This is why I'm using, right? So I've defined my code in order to create a label for this root. I've assigned to a variable label, and with that, I'm called a method pack so that we can pack this label into that window of the root we have created, right? So I'm going to again run that module. And once I'm going to run that module, yes, you will be able to see this label. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, why it has not showed up? Okay. Mm, just 1 second. Okay, let me run this again. Just give me 1 second. Why this label has not called upon? Okay, very strange. Okay, just 1 second. I'm checking that. Still giving me okay error for geometry, I guess. Just 1 second. Okay, yeah. Because of geometry, I was not able to see. Yes, guys, can just do one thing. Just remove the geometry function for the time being. I'll check that what is the concern with that. Then uh, I'll let you know in the next class. Okay. So I hope you are able to see same thing we are doing here is I'm just using the same process. Okay, right? I'm going to run that, and once I'm going to run this, that I hope you are able to see this on your screen, guys. Can you just please confirm? Yes. Can you please just confirm it to me? Are you able to see this window with the label Hello Tech Inter on that? Is it visible on your side also? Yes. Can you please confirm? So I'm just using the same thing, tk label, tk.label. In that root, I'm passing text and I've assigned to a variable, and with the help of the variable, I'm calling a pack function so that to get this into the widgets. And once I'm able to do that, I hope you are able to see this. Welcome to the first session. And this was the label, and this was the title, and this was the label which is there. Is it okay, guys? Is it understandable? Is it visible to all of you? You are able to implement it on your side? Yes. Can you please just confirm with me? So show the code, please. Yes, Mukul, definitely. I would love to show the code again. Why not? Yes, you can see the code. I can copy this code in the chat also. Manav, why it is saying label? You have not given, please take now. This is L capital here, and this is the variable name I've taken it as small L label, right? You have to assign this code to a Manav, you have to assign this code to a variable, right? And then with the help of same variable, you need to call a pack. Okay, Mukul, Rayana. Are you all able to implement, guys? Adarsh, Arushi, Ayush, Nayak, Manav, Mukul, Nishant, Saurabh, Vikas, Vijay, and Teja, other participants who are present in class, Abhay, Gaurav, Harshita, Tanu. Okay, Bandana, that's fine. Yes, Manav, is it okay now? Mukul, is it working? Yes, Manav, Mukul, can you please just give me the response? Is it working now? Is it okay? That's perfect. Great. I hope with this, you got to know that how we were able to add a widget, and we have been able to add a label, right? Now with this, you can also use other widgets to add a button also, right? I hope you understand when I say button, right? You need to click on that button, okay? And with this, you can also do and assign that. We can add some input at the entry also, right? For example, if I want to add some data at the entry of this, right? So with same keyword, I am calling a function as entry, right? That upon the entry of my main window, if I would like to show anything, so I am calling it the root inside that. That is still my main window. I'm again assigning it to the same variable, right? Like entry. Okay, very similar process I'm going to do, and same that entry I'm going to call a pack into that, right? Because I want to add this widget into my main like main window, right? Same process I'm going to do here. Is it okay? Right? And you see here, if you see my screen here, I hope you are able to see that at the starting of this, it is asking me to enter anything here, right? Like let's suppose I'm entering my name here, right? Okay, you can show anything here. So this is what we can use. This another method, right? In order to do what? In order to uh, ask for any input at the entry time if we want to, right? Okay, so this is what we wanted to mm, do. I hope it's easy to understand with all of you. I hope it is fine and it is understandable. Is it okay with you guys? With the basic understanding, is it fine for all of you? Is it okay? Yes. Is it fine? Okay, perfect. That's great. So you also see here, Is it okay, guys? I hope it is fine, easy to understand. So I think that sums up for the today's session. We have learned the few basic things in the today's session about Tagginter. I hope you got an idea and you got that idea also to implement these things here, right? Okay. I hope it is fine, easy to understand. And the rest of the things we'll catch up in the tomorrow's class. And then we try to add new buttons here, more widgets into this particular file, which I have shared it with you in the chat. You can have a look on the recording and you can have a look on the feedback form also. So I think that's it from my side for today's session. I hope it was good, something new that you have learned in this class to create GUI application and why we need that. I hope I have made that point very clear to you guys, right? Okay. So that's all from my side for today's session. I think we are good to go with that, right? Vishal, Nishant, Samiksha, Ritesh, Vikas, Teja, Vijay, Saurabh, Adarsh, Tanu, Dipanshu, Saravanthi, Rihanna, Srishti. Is it okay with everyone? Easy to understand, right? Perfect. So that's it. We'll take the things in the next class and we'll move forward. I request all of you to please fill the feedback form and rest it will be taken care by the team, right? Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.